Welcome back, Sethbling here. Today I've got for you a Rubik's Cube built in vanilla Minecraft. This thing has a randomizer built in and you can also reset it, and it's pretty easy to use. So you've got these two blocks in your inventory. One's a rotate clockwise block, the other's a rotate counterclockwise block. So if I want to rotate clockwise, so if I want to rotate, say, this slice clockwise, I want to put the white stuff here, the red stuff down here, etc. Rotate this face clockwise. I just put this block here and it does that. So we have the orange that was on this face before, that's up here now. The white that was on this face is over here. I can rotate this face clockwise and I'll get the green over here, and all of it, you know, it's rotating. And similarly, I have another block in my inventory, a rotate counterclockwise block, and so I can undo those two moves by just putting it here. That'll undo that one, undoes that one, just because it's turning it the opposite direction. So you can do everything with this cube that you would do with a normal cube. I mean, you can't rotate the entire cube all at once, but you know, you can rotate everything, rotate the top face, rotate the bottom face, everything. So you can just rotate any face you want, clockwise or counterclockwise. There's a lot of redstone and command blocks behind it. Now there's also a randomizer. Okay, so if I go over here, I can reset the cube. Reset cube to factory default. If I just push the button, it just resets it, solves it right there for you. That's how easy it is to solve a Rubik's Cube. And then you can use this lever here, and if you flick this lever on, it starts a randomizer. And this randomizer is going to start randomizing the cube after a couple seconds. And basically it does that by just applying random rotations. And yeah, I mean, you just leave it on for a while. I think the number is you need about 40 turns for it to be truly random. So just leave it on until you see it go about 40 times or something if you want to have a challenge. But you can see it's already starting to look very random. And yeah, so you can randomize it like that. You just flick the lever back off when you're done randomizing it. And hopefully you haven't memorized the sequence, and it will stop randomizing, and you can do whatever you need to do to try and solve it. So here's a better demonstration. You can see the pattern rotating counterclockwise as I do that, and clockwise as I do that. So yeah, so there's a bunch of redstone here. This is the reset thing. All these down here are what causes the rotations to happen. Each row contain, as in this thing and this thing, contains a bunch of command blocks that cause a rotation. So these two combined here, these two rows combined here, cause the left-hand clockwise rotation, I believe. And then this one is left-hand counterclockwise, and then this one is right-hand clockwise, etc. So each one of these rows does one of those. So there's 12 rows because there's 6 faces and 2 directions that you can turn each row, or sorry, each face. So there's 12 of those, and they use, obviously, test for block and set block. Now these things are triggered by some clocks up here which check for the snow and the coal blocks, or the rotate clockwise and rotate counterclockwise blocks. So it's just testing for blocks where I put them, and when it gets them, it places a redstone block and it removes the block that you placed. So it's pretty complicated how it all works. I encourage you to download the world and check it out for yourself. This over here is the randomizer. This is the randomizer I used in my random music generator, and it basically picks from a bunch of random paths to get one of the 12 possible rotations as its outcome. And that's on a clock, so that it'll just keep rotating. So that's the randomizer. Over here on the stone is the rotation algorithm, and then over here is the clock that looks for the placing of the coal and snow. So that's, if you want to know more about how it works, though, I encourage you to just download it and check it out. You can obviously download it and play it as well, and scramble it for yourself. And it's a little bit different, I think, than solving a cube by hand, a physical cube. Ant Venom was trying it on the live stream where I was actually building this, and he's good at solving cubes, and he was having little problems just because it's really hard to it's different, that is, to play around with a cube like this versus one that's in your hand, and you can't reorient the whole cube. You have to have it all in one orientation. The white center face here is always going to be on top, and you can't put it on the bottom and stuff like that. So I did, there is a bunch of live stream footage on my Twitch page you can go check out if you want to see a lot of the stuff of me building this. But yeah, download it, try it, and have fun with it. That's about it. Thanks for watching.